Hello stars and stars of YouTube. Last weekend I went to this really cool convention known as Playlist Live, which is held in Orlando every year in March. I suggest that if you've never been to a YouTube convention, it's a really good one to start with. Also, it's a whole lot of fun. But there was some parts of it that I thought, oh gosh, this is a dangerous situation. Or oh gosh, if this was different, maybe things would run a little bit smoother. And so here is my tip video on things that you can do when you're at a YouTube convention that can make everything a lot more fun for you and a lot more fun for the YouTubers. I feel like a lot of times fans, when they go to a convention, they don't know how to react. So they're going to overreact their emotions like up to here, and you need to be more on the normal reaction side of it. Tips for conventions. Let's do it. Tip number 1 for me is don't scream. Wow, what a concept. I know that your first reaction when you see that YouTuber that you really like is to go, I know that's your first reaction. I understand. It's a feeling that we all go through sometimes. But as soon as you scream, it makes things very tense and very awkward. This also connects with no mobbing. Mobbing is pretty much when a swarm of people come in a basically attack. It's going to be that YouTuber that everyone wants to meet. It's the popular, really attractive ones up here in life. Or at least the ones that most people stereotype as really attractive. And here's the thing about being mobbed. It can hurt everybody. It can hurt the YouTuber because they're in the middle of pretty much a pulsing crowd of teenagers. It can hurt the people within the mob because you can easily get trampled if there are that many people running at one person at once. And it can hurt people who have nothing to do with the mob, like me. The Harris twins were walking out of a hallway and they were supposed to, I think, be going to a meet and greet. A whole bunch of girls came out of nowhere and just started like sprinting down the hallway, and I, sadly, happened to be walking in that direction, and one of the girls just latched onto my hair with her hand and seriously yanked me backwards and said, "Back off, they're mine." It made me feel really, really sick to my stomach that there are people who are willing to do that, because that hurts people. And so that's why you should not scream and you should not mob. On the other end of the spectrum is being too terrified to even talk to these YouTubers. If you paid money to go to this convention, I would hope that you're going to take the time to at least talk to some of them. I know you're not going to be able to meet everyone, but here's the thing. If you just walk up to one of these YouTubers and start a conversation, everything is going to be fine. They are not gods, they are normal people who just happen to be really good at something and share it on the internet. I've covered both ends of the spectrum there, which is don't be afraid to talk to them, but also don't freak out. Like, don't scream and don't mob. If you don't do those things and just meet somewhere in the middle, you'll be fine. And that middle point is talk to them like they're human. Treat them like they're human. And as soon as you can have a normal conversation with them, a lot of really cool things can happen. Like, for example, one of my favorite YouTubers, Slomozovo, whose name is Bing, I ended up hanging out with him for a lot of this weekend. I ended up doing a whole bunch of really cool stuff, like this. And so, those are things that can happen if you just have a conversation with them. So I guess my main tips are don't be afraid to talk to people, don't scream, don't mob, and talk to them like they're human. That's pretty simple. That's only 4 things, you guys. Just follow those 4 things and everything will be so much smoother at these conventions. Have a good opportunities where you are in the universe, and I love you guys. So, by the way, thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. It's not that big compared to some people, but 300 is absolutely insane to me. So